Hello there, welcome to this review which I want to start from right here at the driver's seat. What I'm driving today is an SUV. It's called the Range Rover SV Edition 2 and it comes with a 4.4 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine, and it comes with this really nice button on the steering wheel which says SV. If I press it, everything turns red, and if I put my foot down, well, I have so much power on board. Well, now let's calm things down. Let's talk about the car. Yes, this is a really fast SUV, but this is anything but your typical SUV and your SUVs that you see on your everyday roads, because this is a supercar on stilts. But before we get into the nitty-gritties of the car, I have to ask you to consider subscribing to the Times Drive YouTube channel. Our team puts in a lot of effort to bring you this content and bring you these special cars like the Range Rover SV Edition 2. So a like, a comment, a subscribe, a bell notification icon subscription really means a lot to us. It makes our day. So please do consider that if you like the video. Now, back to the car. Now, if you have a car that goes this fast, well, looking fast is also equally important. And as you can see, it looks like $1 million. Of course, from a million miles away, you will be able to tell that this is a Range Rover, no doubt, because it has that classic design language. But look closer and you will see these carbon fiber elements up here on the grille, here on the bumper, even on the splitter right over here, telling you that this car means business. The bumper is really sporty, and overall it has presence in oodles, if I may say so. What I really like is this big fat carbon fiber treatment up here. Now remember, this is an actual carbon fiber hood which has been painted. It's not the fake stuff, it's actually real. I also like the carbon fiber element here on the fender, and these massive 22-inch wheels really look the part. They fill the wheel arch really well and gives the car that sporty look. Of course, the car that we are driving today comes in this particular spec. I really like the paint finish on the car. It's a mixture between a matte finish and a gloss finish. I think this is a really unique finish and color on the car. You really have to see it in person to truly admire just how nice it looks. Of course, you get the pop outdoor handles. They sit in flush when the car is being driven. You have a dual tone treatment. The upper half of the car is properly black. And over here at the back is where the party piece is. Perhaps this is the most recognizable SV part of the car, because you have this SV badge right over here, which is again going to be visible even from far away. And even if you miss that, you won't be missing the quad tip exhaust right over here, which give this car a sporty look. All in all, the Range Rover SV Sport Edition 2 looks the part. If you talk about the interiors, well, there's not a lot going on. Thankfully, it's a very minimalistic and tasteful design language, if I may say so. You have this really high quality all digital instrument cluster which changes themes depending on which mode you are in, and almost all of the car's features are operated through the screen, which usually would have been a problem, but not so much in this case, because this screen is really nice. It has a really nice touch response, good graphics, good display altogether. It's a unit that I don't mind using. Of course, in classic Range Rover Sport fashion, you get this dual glove box element over here as well. I really like that. And the highlight of the cabin has to be the seat that you see right here. It also has this carbon fiber element in it, but what people will like immediately is the SV light in the seat, which looks really nice, if I may say so. Now, usually you would expect a seat like this in a sports car, but the experience inside the cabin is a little bit different, because you get this sports car like seats which hug you in place, but you're seated this high up like you would in an SUV like this. So it's a combination of these two things, but I think it is something that a lot of people will like immediately. If you talk about the rear seat, again, you can see It's got oodles of space in the cabin. I really like the carbon fiber treatment on the doors, which is really evident over here. And while this might not be a car that you would buy for the rear seat experience, if you happen to have someone sit over here, you won't have anything to complain. Talking about practicality, let's also quickly talk about the boot space on offer. You can see with just a press of a button, the middle row folds down electrically and opens up so much space. So even on the practicality front, the Range Rover scores really high. And if we talk about performance, then the Range Rover Sport SV Edition 2 can reach a top speed of 290 kilometers an hour. This is thanks to the 4.4-litre V8 engine under the hood, which has not one but two turbochargers and has a total output of 635 horsepower and up to 850 Newton meters of torque. The 8-speed automatic is seriously quick and paddle shifters make the experience even better. And while it is a fast SUV, you need to keep in mind that it does have a stiff suspension setup. So, while road undulations might not upset the ride, but you do feel them still. Well, now it's time to sum up my experience with the car, and you would have noticed that I haven't really spoken about the kilometers per litre that I have got with the car and whether it's the perfect car for your everyday office commutes. Because if you have those questions, well, I hate to break it to you, this is not the car for you. But if you're someone who likes driving, who likes the thrill of driving, wants that performance, those 0 to 100 numbers, those quick overtakes, likes that exhaust note sound, well, you're in luck because this car offers all of that minus the tension of a bad patch of road or too many speed breakers coming your way on those early morning Sunday drives. If you want that peace of mind, then a car like this actually makes a lot of sense.